Hey y'all, it's Nay.
What it do is your boy Rob. You feel me?
And we're coming at y'all today with just a little more melanin.
Just a little bit.
Meaning that we're just doing a small little bonus clip, little bit. And today we're going to be touching on a current issue that's moving on along, but we're going to bring it back for you guys because football season is upon us. College has officially started, and we're waiting on the NFL now. So, Rob, how do you feel about JayZ signing a deal with the NFL?
Personally, knowing who JayZ is, I'm not surprised at all. JayZ's a businessman.
I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman.
He's an opportunist. He looks for any type of platform or any type of way to, make his pockets grow. So, I'm not surprised that he's doing this. He's a capitalist. But I don't agree with it at all because he's basically doing a deal with the devil, if you think about it. He's doing a deal with the NFL, which is a racist organization that blackballed Colin Kaepernick for taking the kneel during the pledge. The NFL, the reason they actually blackballed him is because they don't want Colin Kaepernick to promote consciousness. They don't want a black man to be in power and influence the world. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that JayZ is actually teaming up with this devil that we call the NFL, I feel it is not right. You know what I'm saying? I feel JayZ put his morals to the side for this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it as a way to benefit his own pocket. And he say he's doing it as well for like police brutality or some type of black justice, but if you think about it, he could only get so far. If he actually was really purely doing this to help black people, he's only gonna get so far dealing with the NFL, because as I said before, the NFL is a racist organization, so they're not gonna let him do what he wants to do. They're always gonna look, no matter how much money a black person has, these racist organizations look at you as a
smaller
nigga.
than them.
Rich nigga, low nigga, house nigga, field nigga, still nigga. Still nigga.
He even said it himself, so he knows.
To them, he's just a successful rapper. That's it.
Yeah, so like, come on, like you can't do deals with the devil and expect to, be in charge. And one of the most, the thing that really threw me off with JayZ is he said we passed kneeling. How we passed kneeling?
I think we passed kneeling.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man.
If he really felt like we were past kneeling, I mean, like, I'm hoping. So on the surface, I was like, when I first found out, I was like, this is some bull. What is JayZ doing? Like, what does he got up his sleeve? It's all about money. This. That's really what. Then I did see a clip when he said like we're past kneeling. Now,
like, come on,
I don't think we're past kneeling, but I think we need to have progression with kneeling, with what kneeling brought to the surface, with the issues that it brought up front, with the feelings that are brought to the forefront. No longer were our players, our people out there just puppets on strings. That's what NFL and NBA players, that's what they, not the NBA players, they raw. They raw as raw can get. They be out there doing whatever they want, wearing I Can't Breathe t-shirts, living, okay? The NBA players are very vocal. NFL, they're kind of a little more tied to strings, they're like, it's kind of like puppet cases. So now our players, they want to make sure that issues that belong to them, where they come from, are being spoken about. But it's hard for those things to be cared for about people who are billionaires who didn't even grow up in the better neighborhoods from where these kids came from. But wouldn't even have thought they went there. Like, so they don't even know what's going on. So I'm hoping that this is progression, and I'm hoping that JayZ has something under his sleeve for what Beyonce does for her last albums and like the things that she's put in her music videos last few years, the progression that she's made in her music as far as making sure she's vocal in the black community. I'm gonna hope that they have more underneath the surface than just what meets the eye, and it's not just all about money and finances. But then it raises the question, so if it was really just about moving forward and trying to do more in our community, why did we sign an entertainment deal?
Right, come on, bro. bro.
Why didn't we sign this, something else? Because it would really be unfortunate for our artists like Cardi B and others who sacrificed their halftime show deals with the NFL to make sure they stood behind, or they kneeled with Colin Kaepernick, and they put those types of deals for their careers on the line for us.
Exactly.
As people. It would be unfortunate for this situation to be setting us back, because like you said, it's a deal with the devil. So hopefully it's not something that's setting us back, and it's something for us to move forward, but it might be just another tactic for them to get us to shut up.
Exactly. And that's the thing, and JayZ knows it. Like, the NFL, they don't care about JayZ and for justice and all that. Like, they're using JayZ as a pawn. Like, they're literally using
He's a pawn.
JayZ
Just
as
like
a
I said,
pawn.
all the players are pawns,
Yeah.
and they're tossing him in with the rest of just for example, the NFL gave they help the players make a group. Okay, they have an organization, and they do focus on things. They focus on issues that are important to the players. So they focus on, let's see what I have, education and economic advancement, police and community relations, and community justice reform.
That's
Those
what
are
the
things
NFL
that they're
does?
supposed to
That's
focus
what the
on.
NFL did?
No, these are a group of players that came together. They have an organization, and they're supposed to have a meeting every fall with the organization about things that they're concerned about, and how the NFL can be of assistance and care about what we care about too. Do I think that they care? No. I think it's a sack of bullshit. And they just kind of want their players to be a little bit satisfied so they can shut the hell up and run the ball to the field, and run the ball down the field, and score all the touchdowns and win all the organizations tons of money that we as the consumers need to bring in. So they need to bring in somebody big to help bring in the consumers.
Exactly.
But I am going to play devil's advocate for myself in hope that this is progression for black people and for the league itself, because you see so much in the NBA, and you see so much brotherhood, and you see, I don't know if they care about their issues, but they definitely allow the players in the NBA to be vocal with their feelings.
They're racist too. All these organizations are racist.
They're racist.
Yeah, but
they're racist
they're
too.
just using them. Like, they're not going,
but they step back from that.
Yeah, they're all racist, you know what I'm saying? But like,
they're definitely racist, but the NBA players do not get threatened. Well, I don't know if they don't get threatened. I'm not going to say they do not get, but I have seen them wear like "I Can't Breathe" T-shirts, and they're like a little more vocal.
They know they have to. These NBA players, they're powerful, so they're not going to upset them. They're going to like, all right, you can do whatever y'all want. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to eat. Everything is invisible.
I mean, you can say they know they
is
have
invisible.
to, but we have the NFL who don't care.
Oh, they don't care. But they can see the NFL. They thought they could get away with it, but they realize how powerful.
The NBA just plays it a little better. They just play it well. They're just like, okay,
it's all invisible racism.
let them just go ahead and do this, because they fans gonna always make sure to be here. So if we just let them rock and not step on their toes.
Yeah. But black people need to wake up, man. Like JayZ, why don't you, instead of teaming with the NFL, like, see, black people feel like they have to team up with white people in order to get somewhere. Like, why are you using white people as your canvas to paint a picture that you're trying to paint? Why don't you use your own canvas and actually paint that picture yourself? These white people are using, they're using black people.
We can team up together.
They're literally,
Beyonce and JayZ alone are good enough.
And the thing is, like, these white organizations, they're using black people to make them money. Why don't these black people? Why don't these black people use themselves to make money? They're literally the market. They're the business.
We are the market. The league is ours.
Exactly.
Do you know there was like a little blurb on how one of the white players tried to like talk about how it was to be the minority in the league. And I was like, stop.
That's hard, black people need to wake up, man. I'm sick and tired of it,
Stop
bro. Like,
it. Get out of here.
JayZ,
Oprah
Winfrey, all these billionaires, yo, partner together. Diddy partner
tried
together.
To buy a team.
And make it. Why are you buying a team for NFL? Make your own team. Like, make your own team.
Exactly.
Like,
we could start a team.
Stop relying on white people,
or we could start an organization. Forget a team.
Yeah,
but it's hard to start an organization. But we could definitely have a black-owned team, and we could start a team. Yeah. But then they might not want to add us in to the NFL and all that.
We don't need them.
But that's cool, y'all.
Why are you relying on these
because we don't need
exactly.
Like we don't need
black
them.
Black people are so brainwashed.
And we need to stop thinking that we need to make amends for everything.
They're so brainwashed, bro.
Because it is okay for us to be upset about what they did to Colin Kaepernick when he kneeled. It's okay for us to realize and understand that they do not care about our issues the same way that we do, and it is okay for us to be vocal on those things.
Absolutely.
And we need to understand that it is okay for us to do that, and we don't need to suppress our feelings and our emotions for anybody
And black,
else.
y'all gotta wake up.
And we need to stand behind each
Y'all
other.
gotta wake up.
So we need to do what Cardi did and stand behind Colin Kaepernick. We need to do those things.
And stop.
And we need to not try to make amends with somebody who did wrong of us to try to get a point across. We can get our point across with each other.
Okay.
We don't need to make amends with the devil.
And there's a lot of people, specifically black people, who are like agreeing with JayZ. And the reason they're agreeing with JayZ is because a lot of these people are biased. They have all this emotion, and since JayZ is so popular and such an influence, it clouds their judgment of what decisions these people make. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not about music,
they
y'all. It's actually about
they think
real
just
stuff.
they love JayZ as a rapper, he can't be any wrong. Like they're so into that whole.
No, we're all
it's
people.
crazy.
We are all human
So
beings.
stop.
We all think, and money all comes down to money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, stop being biased, man. Like, just look at the bigger picture. Like, JayZ is trying to partner
Think of the bigger
with
picture.
a freaking racist organization that you know he can't get so far. He can only get so far. Like, they're not going to let him go far. Even if he has the idea to actually try to make a change, they're not going to let him they're not going to let him, like, have full ownership of a team. They're not going to let him fully make a change. And, like, they're not going to do that. Like, everything is a system. So he can only go so far. So stop being biased and just like, oh, JayZ's gonna make these moves. Like, I hope he does, but you know what I'm saying? Stop being so biased because it's JayZ. Like, just because he's a famous.
That
It
don't mean
nothing.
he's human, just like
He
you.
just has money. Like, don't mistake money for intelligence.
Exactly. It is not. Listen, my dad told me when I was young, when I was a kid, he was like, we are all
Exactly.
people, and some of us are just known. Or just more popular than others.
100%, and that don't mean nothing.
That is
Popularity and
literally
money
all
does
it
not
is.
make intelligence. That's what people need to understand.
It does not.
They gotta know that. They mistaken that.
It does not. So we need y'all to take that home and think on that.
About
Okay.
that. Let us know in the comments,
and
man.
as we
I'm ready
move
for the fight. I want someone to do this
on,
smoke. I'm ready for this smoke. Come
comment. So please comment, DM us.
All that.
Yeah.
Y'all
on
gotta
Facebook,
know, man.
Instagram,
Y'all gotta wake
YouTube,
up.
Everything, and reach out. And we're gonna keep following current issues, not just this, other things as time moves on. So keep up with this, y'all. This is supposed to be a shorter clip. It's a little lengthier, but I think y'all will still enjoy it. So hopefully you enjoyed a little more melanin.
Definitely.
And we'll see y'all for episode 4.